how
Yeah,
to get those things to stick in your mind.
Just
That's
stick
the
in your
real
mind,
issue.
yeah.
Like you study this thing, the next 10 minutes you can't remember it. I'm like, why? Is it that I don't eat enough onions, as they say, or I don't get enough sleep? It's really fun, but sometimes it's hectic, guys. Like, I remember this one time, I almost missed my exam.
Really?
I was busy studying.
Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we're doing a collab video and I am with
Susan, hey.
yeah, so you guys, we filmed a YouTube video on her channel. You guys should make sure you check it out.
Yeah, you better check it out.
All the sorry you guys, but all the details are in the description box below.
Yeah.
But yeah, so today we're gonna do a video titled 10 things I wish I knew before medical school, like in China. So you know, there are a few things where you look when you're in medical school like, I wish I knew that, or I wish I knew that. So yeah, we're just going to be telling you guys things that we wish we knew.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy this video. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and thank you for all the new subscribers. And you guys, we're on 95, 5 more to 100. Come on, subscribe. If you haven't yet subscribed, please, we're going to pause, right? We're going to wait for you guys to subscribe. So this is us waiting. We're giving you like 5 seconds. We're waiting. Subscribe. Okay, let's start with this video. As the first thing that we learned about, oh, by the way, she's going in her 5th year,
5th year, guys.
and I'm going in my 3rd year. She's almost done. It feels like it's taking forever, but no, actually time in
moves
China,
fast in
yeah, time moves fast
Yeah,
in China.
It's like yesterday I was in 1st year, pre-med, and today I'm in 5th year, so
Like I have to keep saying I'm going in 3rd year to believe that I'm actually going in my 3rd year. But anyway,
yeah.
so the first thing we wish, this word is hard for me, but extracurricular
Extracurricular.
activities is a hard word for me to pronounce. But yeah, you actually have time for that same word. Activities. Yeah, like I don't know. I've managed to get involved in singing.
Yeah.
Because in high school I was more of a nerd.
Oh.
I never used to study that much. I don't know about you, what you've gotten involved in.
Well, I've done singing, I've done modeling competitions, I've ever done, okay, not in school, but at church. So I was really free, guys. Free time. 1st year. Great.
Yeah, what have I done? Singing. But although in the 1st semester I tried to like be part of this
Dance also.
dancing. Oh
This is
yeah, this is me. The video is somewhere.
Yeah.
You guys should look for it. It's not the most perfect version of This Is Me from The Greatest Showman, but we did something, you guys. We did
Perfect
something.
for us, guys. We're proud of ourselves. Like, we came up with the whole choreography.
Yes.
Amazing. Just that our uniforms were not so.
Uniform.
Yeah.
We're not even going to talk more about that, but yeah.
So another thing I wish I knew is that during exam period, guys, sleepless nights. Like it's rough. Like you know the whole class is online, just texting each other. Are you up? Asking for answers and study tips. Like we don't sleep. We're just studying for the exam, which is like at 9 hours the next morning. So we have like overnights. Like yeah, it's really fun, but sometimes it's hectic, guys. Like I remember this one time, I almost missed my exam. I was busy studying in class. The exam was in the morning at 9 hours. I only had a call from my friend. She's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm studying in class." I'm like, "The exam has started."
Really?
And I had to rush. Yeah, I got there like I think I was like 5 minutes late, but I managed to enter. Thank God. And I just rushed and started. I was kind of panicking, but I managed to finish all the questions. So that's how rough it gets, guys. Like, you get sleepless nights.
It does. It gets rough though. because I realized that you have that session of you trying to study, and then if sometimes maybe you even are not studying anymore, you're just wondering, okay, do I know everything I'm supposed to know? You're like flipping through chapters. Do I know everything I'm supposed to know? But it's something which not only happens in medical school, I think, but in all like formed places of education.
Yeah, but it's amplified in medical school. It's amplified, guys.
Yeah, guys.
Okay.
So another thing that I wish I knew about medical school, you guys, is that the first year actually of medical school is not actually packed compared to where we come from in Zambia. Like Zambia, the first year of medical school, that's where they actually like keep you out. Like, okay, you're not meant for medical school, you're not meant for medical school.
Like they separate the good from the great.
And they put the great in the first year.
Yeah.
It's so hard. But here they'll give you like what? One medical course, anatomy.
It's like they're preparing you for what's ahead because they know.
But when second year hits, that's when it hits that you're actually in medical school. Like, so what have I been in this first year? Because they'll give us courses like Chinese Tai Chi. I don't know if you've heard about it. They'll give you Chinese boxing. You're just like, Kung Fu. And most of the time you'll be filled with frustration. Like, these guys are not serious. But when you're in second year, like, okay, I appreciated my free time in first year. At least I got to get to know about my environment, get to know the people, get to know the language.
Yeah, very true.
I don't know what you think, how it
Actually, kind of have the same thoughts with you because it was so freeing for me. I remember I used to sleep most of the time because I never like really had the friends I have now. So I'll just be in my room sleeping, or if not doing those Kung Fu, Tai Chi, or church, or just so much free time, guys, and you don't realize it until it's gone. Because after that year passed, the next year, now they put everything together. Like they put physiology, they put anatomy, they put calculus. I'm like, what are we doing with calculus? You know, like they just put all sorts of crazy courses, and we had to balance all that and pass all those things. So I'm just grateful that we got through that. So another thing that I wish I knew before studying medicine in China is that somewhere in the middle of your study, they're gonna give you a course called medical Chinese, like whether you like it or not.
Actually, I haven't done that course yet.
You're yet to do it, but
I'm yet to do it.
And I'm telling you, it's interesting. It's like, think of what word can I use, which is so a big medical term. It's a cancer or adenomyosis or something like that.
So how do you say cancer in Chinese? Okay,
it's a whole sentence, guys. I can't remember.
You are not embarrassed.
It's not. Like they teach you how to say every single medical term in Chinese, and now that's the rough part because now you have to remember all those pronunciations, how to write those. I've never seen such Chinese characters in my life, you guys. Like not the things within the HSK. Like, do you know complex Chinese, like professional Chinese? That's what medical Chinese is. And then now you have the on the exam day, it's good because they give you like most of the key content. But the other part is that you have to like read. It's like an English exam, just as you're reading Chinese but medical things. So they give you like let's say 2 paragraphs of just Chinese, no English or opinion, no opinion, just characters. And you have to read that. So if there's a teacher who is listening to you and she's so expressionless, guys, like you didn't know if she likes what you're doing or what you're doing is rubbish. She'll just be quiet and watching you reading what you're reading. Then after that she'll be like, okay, you can go. And she'll go like that. But thankfully, I think most of our class passed. I don't think anyone failed that course. So yeah, I wish I knew that we'll have that. At least we'll prepare ourselves.
People actually have a social life in university school. I mean, in medical school. Like when I used to think about medical university, I used to think that you don't have time for friends.
Yeah.
It's just grind, study,
books.
study.
Yeah.
But
I think medical students are the most social people ever, guys.
But you have to learn how to balance. That's the thing. It doesn't mean that you've got nothing to study. There's actually a ton of things to study. That actually brings us into our next point. Another thing I wish I knew about medical school is that most of it is self-study.
Self-study.
So as much as you have a social life, you have to learn how to balance it.
Yeah.
Because mostly when you come into medical school, you're like, oh, my lecturers will tell me everything. Sorry, boo-boo.
They are not going to do anything.
That's not the way it's
If
gonna be.
anything, what they do for us, they just refer you
To the books.
Yeah, to a book or what to study. They'll be like, they'll just mention this topic. Let's say, for example, they'll mention diarrhea,
They'll
page number, so.
yeah,
Go and study.
go and study.
Yeah.
They'll explain what they think would be hard for you to understand on your own, and then or what needs explanation. But things that they feel are pretty much straightforward, which is like, I think in class we get like 30%, 30%, and I'm actually maybe increasing the percentage. The rest you have to go back, and you've got things like you might have to use YouTube, because I remember like pathology.
YouTube is so helpful, guys.
Yeah, YouTube and your books. You have to make sure you've got reference books.
Yeah.
Because I remember last semester we had pathology and we had it with an international teacher. And I was like, oh, maybe it's just my Chinese teachers who like tell us to study some of the things alone, or just give us pointers on some courses. But I was like, okay, even this teacher is telling me go study this on your own. Go study. And I was like, how much time I spend half of my day in class? What time do you think I have to go and look at all that? But that's the challenge in medical school, and that's where the challenge comes in. You have to know how to divide your time.
Balance, guys.
Yeah, have a social life, but know how to balance your time.
Yeah. Balance. Otherwise, you're not going to make it.
One day we had a lady who came to talk to us, and the title of her speech, or I don't know whether it's a speech or I don't know, advice, but like motivation. I don't know why the school even the school arranged that for us. But the title of her of her topic was "Study hard, play hard." I was just like,
I know, right?
Really? But yeah,
which one is which? Just let us choose one.
you can balance.
Yeah, you can balance. It's not impossible.
Balance. But then again, you have to remember that even as you study, you're investing into your future. Like tomorrow, you'll be in charge of many lives. So
that's
you'll
the
be
scary part. When I think about that, I'm like,
one day someone will come to you and say, "This is hurting." You have to find the solution to that.
Oh, another thing that I've learned about studying medicine in China is that there's always gonna be this pressure. Yeah, and I mean pressure as in the beginning of the new semester, and then the time of like paying school fees and tuitions and all that stuff. Guys, I kid you not, there's so much pressure. Like it's like there's an inbuilt system in Chinese people to somehow pressure you to pay on time, and somehow I wouldn't say that, okay, I wouldn't want to call anyone bad, but sometimes it's so like irritating, but you already know that you're supposed to pay, right? But like, they always pressure you, like it's just unbearable sometimes. So what I would advise to you guys, if you wanna come study in China, is like at least have a financial plan, or maybe a source of income,
Yeah, in short, Chinese people don't play with their money.
They don't.
I'll
see it for myself. They do not.
The next point. Another thing I wish I knew about medical school in China before I came to medical school is that your study methods for high school might not work in university. Like you feel like the way I used to study in high school and the way things went in high school, everything is just going to go the same way in university. No. You have to experiment. I don't know if you're going to try using cards. If you're going to try and use the cramming method, which is not the best method out there, but
not
medical.
The best, but for me and most of my classmates, that's helpful.
For medical, our teachers always remind us to say it's not about passing the exam; it's about knowing. So
I know, right?
Yeah. So
how to get those things to stick in your mind? That's the real issue.
Yeah.
Like you study this thing, the next 10 minutes you can't remember it. I'm like, why? Is it that I don't eat enough onions, as they say, or I don't get enough sleep or something?
Oh my God, eat enough onions. So another thing, which I wish I knew about medical school before I came, was you guys should study at least one thing before you come. Like study at least the basic parts of the body, or like the time which you have, because for medical school in China we go straight from high school to medical school. So between that time that you have where you're applying for medical schools, don't just apply for medical schools and play and think, oh, life in high school is over. But study something, have something substantial when you come to high school.
To help you. So we're just trying to say that, like, have a basic knowledge, not like the whole anatomy, but like just the basic knowledge of like medical courses, biochemistry, physiology, pathology, anatomy. Yeah, just study basic things. At least you have an idea. And, and like coming blank and then you don't know any single thing. It's, I think, more harder for you. Yeah, and the teacher also as well. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so that is our thoughts. Hope you learned something if you're coming to medical school. Don't be scared, you can do this. And yeah, you can do anything if you put your mind to it.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching this YouTube channel from
Subscribe to our
us.
channel.
Subscribe. And bye. See you next time.
Bye.